Now, let me just put it out there. I hated high school. I hated high school. I hated middle school. I did not like it at all. Okay. So that is something that I'm not a fan of. Okay. Now, why on earth would you want to go back? Unless you're looking for some solid prey. I just don't see why you would want to go back. Alex, what are you talking about? Who's trying to go back to high school? Even though I was a valedictorian and I was on the cheerleading squad, okay? Who would want to go back to high school, okay? Y'all, okay? There are some people who want to go back to high school. Why? Okay. Whether they, graduated cum laude or whatever, or they were on the volleyball champions of the world. I don't know why on earth you would want to go back there. Okay. Relive some glory days, or you're hunting for some prey. Okay. Let's get into this story. Two men charged with falsifying documents to enroll in North Texas high school. Two men were arrested after allegedly falsifying documents and enrolling in Crawley High School, according to the school district. In a letter to parents, the district said it took immediate and decisive action once administrators discovered the men used false documents to gain access to the campus. According to the district, the two men, Kiri Trenton, 19 years old, and Tristan Moses, 20 years old. Okay, so y'all just at least one of you, you just got out a year ago and you just got out about 2 years ago. Faced charges of tampering with government records. It is unknown what ties, if any, Trenton and Moses have to school or why they enrolled. Now, I don't know. You know what? Let's continue and then I'll finish it. The district did not say how long they had been on campus before administrators made the discovery, nor did it identify either of the men. So my question is this. So you must have then went to a separate school outside of a different district. What would be the reasoning for it? Is it just, oh, look at me, I'm back in high school? That's not a flex, means you're a dummy. What are you back in high school for? If you've already completed it, what are you back there for? So that's my question. What would be the reasoning for you to be enrolling back into school? Could it be that you were looking for some young, people so you could do some stuff with? Is it some kind of weird gangbang recruiting thing? So maybe you're trying to recruit some people. I just don't understand what the point of that would be. Unless, it has to be malicious intentions. That's the only thing that makes any sense with this story. But let's continue. I got a little bit more. And it says in Texas, tampering with school records, certificates, seal, patent, or similar documents with the intent to defraud or harm another is punishable by 20 years in prison and a maximum penalty fine of $10,000. I don't think they're gonna get all that, but because it's not like, it doesn't appear that they did any kind of crazy operation. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like they were running drugs in there for months and months and months on end. Now, they did say that they didn't make it public how long these people have been in school for, but it just doesn't seem like they're, running drugs up and down, for months, where they got some crazy operation going on. So, or maybe that could be what they're doing. Hey, I got some drugs, whatever. And I'm also wondering, could it be like some kind of weird revenge thing? But I just thought about that when I said that. So I went to New York recently. Okay. So, up in April. So I went to New York recently. And we're walking down, no lie, we are walking down the street. So it's like in that Times Square area. It wasn't Broadway, but because we went to the Harry Potter store too. But it was like the Times Square area and all that. So we're walking down it and I'm like, oh, this is so cool, right? Because it's my first time really getting to see it as an adult. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. So we got to see it and we're walking down the street, the sidewalks. It's dispensary on every corner. No lies, on every single corner. I'm like, what's going on? And then there's these black dudes who are, they're just leaning up against buildings, and it's crowded. Okay, so it's not like, oh, I can see, it's crowded, but they're leaning up against buildings, and they're like on every other block. They literally would say weed, 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 marijuana, 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 marijuana. I was like, and I'm not saying it loud, okay? So obviously the stuff you get from the dispensaries, that's going to be legal. That's going to be cool. You go in there, buy it, boom, okay? The stuff they're getting, they're not supposed to be selling that kind of stuff out. Even though it's legal, they ain't supposed to be selling that, okay? But they're saying weed, 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 marijuana, 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 marijuana. And then they had like this box, okay? Like my phone is this big, okay? So they had, it was about 3 times the size of this, maybe 4 to make it like a, box shape. And they're just holding it like this, like weed, 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 marijuana, marijuana, marijuana. I was like, what the heck? What are you doing? And this ain't allowed. And then there's this other dude. It was this older black dude, because these dudes, like, they were like in their 20s, okay? So this other black dude came over. He looked like he was about 38, let's say. He comes over. He's like, y'all saying this stuff too loud. I can hear you all the way over there. You see, look at these cameras. Y'all. Yo, I was cracking up. I was like, okay, let me get away from over here. But I was cracking up because he was like, look at these cameras. Look, there's cameras over here. There's cameras over here. There's cameras over here. He said, you see, the man could be looking at us. And you guys over here saying, we, marijuana, marijuana. I was like, yo. Because they were so loud. They were not quiet. They were loud. And I'm like, y'all just saying all this out in the open. I was like, there could be cops anywhere. And I mean, and like I said, they were on every other block for about three of them. So it was like 3, so was that 6 blocks or whatever? And they were on like every other block. And I'm like, why would anybody want to get some stuff from you that may have that, K2 in there? Why would I want to get some stuff from you when I could just go to this legalized dispensary that's over here? And I don't have to worry about getting something for Kashans, who may be laced with that and some crazy fentanyl or something. And I don't have to worry about that over here. I just didn't understand what the point of that would have been. I feel like maybe you should have not done it in that area. But I just found that to be very funny, because I'm like, you over here just saying stuff all out in the open. And you got this dude, man, there's cameras everywhere. You see cameras over here, camera over here. Look, there's cameras, and you over here saying this stuff out loud. You see, I shouldn't even be able to hear you. I was like, okay. Then there was a dude. Oh, okay. This is off topic, but whatever. It's the end of the video anyways. But there was another dude, right? And so, New York, they have the people who go in, they wear the costumes, right? So they're wearing the costumes, and, you got your Spider-Man, your Batman, your Wolverines, all that kind of stuff, right? So so these guys wear these costumes, and you don't want to take a picture of them, okay? Because if you take a picture of them, they're going to charge you, okay? And I was like, okay, let me just look. And these black dudes. There were these black dudes that was up in these costumes, right? And these look like the scariest. Forget my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. These look like some scary Spider-Man, some scary Batman, some scary individuals, okay? And they'd be like, oh, Alex, you over here because they play. I ain't got nothing to do with that because I'm black, okay? But it was not that. It was just the outfits that they had. They looked like they've had them for a while. They didn't look clean. All right. These guys did not have like a, look on their face. Like they were just like, they look mad, yo. I'm like, and no lie, they even had bats in their hands, baseball bats, y'all. I can't make this up. They had baseball bats in their hands. Baseball bats, y'all. And I looked, I'm like, are people taking pictures with you? You're Spider-Man with a baseball bat in your hand. Are you planning on swinging at me? Or do you use that to swing at people who don't pay you? I was like, you can't be making any money out here because you look threatening. You look like you're going to beat me up. Yo. I was cracking up so much when I seen that. I was like, what the heck is going on? But y'all, getting back to the story, I don't know. I feel like maybe they were trying to, like, I don't know, maybe trying to go and sell some drugs in there, tragos. Maybe they were trying to do that. Maybe they're. I mean, I don't. I mean, what would be your reasoning unless you're trying to get some young chick? I just don't see what the point of doing that would be. This happened in, I think it was New York. It was an Asian chick who did it, and they were like, you too old to be up in here. She was like 25 or 27. It's like, what are you doing? I just wanted to see, I just wanted to see what was going on. Girl, you are an adult. Nah, nah. But let me know what y'all think about this. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below. I would also appreciate it if you could go on ebay.com, simply type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then you can support me right over there. I have a wide variety of items over there. I have many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, which has candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I even have comic books on there, men's ties, action figures, a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Definitely support me on there. Like I said, do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you.